Hey guys! You know what I love about YouTube is that they let you just flip as you record. You know what I don't love about YouTube is that there's no pause button in my options. I don't yet have editing software. I apologize. It is actually on our list to learn and to get started with that. But I would like to just walk outside. The wind just picks up in gusts. That's where we live. Um, so I've got milk colostrum actually warming for our little itty bitty, she's like NICU size, doeling to take out and feed her by syringe. We have been all day. Yesterday, Laura was calling her Brownie, which is actually the name of her favorite stuffed animal. We're not 100% sure that she's going to make it because she's so micro tiny, but we're doing our absolute best. I'm not really sure that everything is okay, but we don't have a vet that will come out. Not a vet we like anyways. So there is one vet who will come out. We had him out once. He won't come out for emergency calls. He'll come out if you schedule him. There's an additional fee, an added fee to have him out to the farm, and I wouldn't mind that. That makes sense to me, but he literally doesn't even want to be anywhere near the goats. It's very obvious he doesn't like goats. He was here for 5 minutes last time for 2 goats. He didn't take their temperatures. I asked for a blood draw. He didn't do it. I asked that he do a mastitis test when he arrived. He arrived without that and didn't do it. So we just, and he literally, was like, I don't do goats. Well, your office says you do. So I don't know why they say that, but I don't do goats. So yes, he'll come out. I mean, ironically, even after he said that, he'll come back out, but you can probably guess why we don't really want to have him back. That was pointless. I wouldn't mind if he had actually done, literally anything. We do have a vet we very, very, very much like, but he's a 45-minute drive. Actually, he works between 2 different offices, and so on the 3 days a week, he is 45 minutes from us, and 2 days a week, he's an hour and some change from us. He's excellent, clearly likes goats, spends his time, asks all the important questions, listens really, really carefully, intently, and then does the appropriate tests, and gives results right there, and then walks through and has a full conversation, is willing to, so he's excellent. I really like him. He's not terribly familiar with meningeal worm, which is what Paycheck had last. That, however, can happen, honestly. Turns out goats, unless you're in a specific area where there's just kind of, I guess, more than likely some big goat practices, unless you're in one of those, it's hard to find a vet who is really knowledgeable about goats. A lot of people just don't call. So he's familiar with sheep, which is not exactly the same, but he's done his research on goats, and so at any rate, we like him, but we can't take the goats to him because of the distance. We don't have a car right at the moment. So I'm stepping out the door, and I might have some wind interference in the sound. Hi boys! I still gotta get the yard cleaned up. Gotta get that cardboard shredded. But we had this newborn deliver. We have triplets. Kiara had triplets, and they're all a bit small, honestly, which concerns me. So today we're going to do our level best to get a fecal exam. Hi, Boots. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, and Llewellyn is laying with the new doeling. Hi, Boots. Yeah. Ebony has been very sweet with them too, hasn't she? Yeah. Hi, Bootsy Boo. Ebony is very, very motherly. Aren't you? Uh-huh. You are. You're the sweetest. This is Elliot, right by Boots. Boots has been loving the babies. Kiara was a little unsure about Boots coming in.
Starting her kids from Boots too.
Yeah. Well, she had gotten comfortable with Boots being in the pen.
Look.
Uh-huh. Oh. Too cute. So this is Ebony, who is not 30M. She is Holly and Gimli's mama. She's very, very, very maternal, though. She literally licks us like crazy.
She licked me in the face today.
Yeah. And she'll stand over you if you lay down and nick her and stuff, so she's super mommy. And so, but she's been very good. She hasn't tried to steal the kids from Kiara. Do you want to bring Cece? Will you please bring Cece over so I can...
Can you take her out to keep smelling with Ebony?
Do you want to trade places and take the camera while I feed Cece? Here.
Okay.
Got it?
So this is how we feed Cece.
Pick her up.
Hey, that little doeling right there. And there's Boots. That's Kiara. That's Elliot.
This is very sweet with them.
That's Ebony.
Aww.
Hi, Ebony. This is the process.
Good girl.
Good girl,
Good
Boots.
girl.
Hi, Kiara. Hi,
So how did we end up calling Cece? Cece?
because we were using CC's.
Yeah, this is a syringe and we've been having to feed her by syringe, right? Yeah.
That was so sweet that little Cece was snuggling with me. Oh, and then over there behind Boots is where we milk our goats and feed them. Isn't that a beautiful view? Sure.
You might have to come over to get a closer view.
So we put the what is it called again?
Syringe.
Syringe. What is that milky stuff?
That's colostrum.
Colostrum. And we put it on Cece's mouth on the left. Oh, and I forgot. Over here is Strawberry. She's asleep.
So you were in the middle of a sentence, honey.
Oh yeah. And we put it in on the left of her mouth. And then we just do little drops. Like you can see. A little.
And that's why we have a small syringe, right?
Yeah, so that it will fit in her mouth. And then we have flies that keep on landing on me.
Her mouth is so tiny.
Yeah.
Do you want to come a little closer and get a picture of her? We lift her head upward because that's a more natural position.
Yeah, that's how they nurse. And Kiara will let her, but she does like raise her hoof up and then put it down. And then she does like 2 hoof ups, and then what I mean by that is like she lifts her hoof up and then puts it down. But that's Elliot. And that's Kiara, the mama. There she is. Hello, Kiara.
Where did Cece sleep last night?
Cece slept in our house, which is beside this shed.
She slept inside Mommy and Daddy's bed, didn't she? On
Yeah,
the pad.
and also, while she was sleeping with us, I slept with her too. I slept with my mom and Cece. But it was comfortable, but she had a potty break on the wee-wee pad.
She went on the pad though. It was completely on the pad, thankfully.
Yeah, and little Strawberry's up. Hi, Strawberry. Well, she's kind of sleepy right now. I guess we woke her up.
So yesterday, Kiara gave birth.
Kiara gave birth to 3 to 2 doelings and 1 buckling. That's the 1 buckling. That's the second doeling. And there's the doeling that we're feeding right now. Cece. And also, I think that Cece is a cute name. Oh, and right behind me we have a hay feeder with hay. I'm probably a little too close. Ooh, and before Kara gave, last time we used for our water bucket we use this. At first we used to use barn yarn, but now we're using this hook to hold the bucket up with water.
It was baling twine.
Baling twine, sorry.
But that's not really an update. I guess the update is we got the hook. We finally got the hook installed. We just kept forgetting to get that from the store.
Yeah.
It was always on the list and never seemed to make that list that went to the store. So
And
we
sorry
just kept forgetting.
that I'm tilting the camera so much. I'm having really trouble. I'm not that good at holding cameras that much. But I'm practicing.
What
There's
did you do
nothing.
this morning that was so awesome?
Ooh, I put the chicks back, which is over there beside the goat shed.
The chicks got loose on they're kind of
Yeah,
chickens
they got.
now.
They're chickens. They're half chicks, half chickens. Because they're like.
They're completely feathered out, and they're mostly grown.
And they're really sweet with us, but with the kids, they were pecking at Strawberry, and most of all, they were pecking at Cece, and they were also pecking at Elliot. And Kiara wasn't able to chase them away. Hello, Eileen Kiara. And so we put them in an electric fence with the box. We used to have the box here on this side, and then the does on that side, by the chicks, by the chickens or chicks, whatever you want to call them. So we put the chicks in the electric fencing over there, and they got loose, and I put them back.
I'm super proud of you for doing that.
Yeah, I'm proud of myself too.
Come on, Cece.
It's okay, Cece. And with the what is it called again?
Colostrum?
Colostrum. We use up all of it in that little jar.
It's not much, honestly. Maybe an ounce of that. But we're trying to feed her every few hours. Hi.
And when I hear them wet, it makes me it's so adorable to hear them wet. And then it's a little sleeping Ebony. There she is. Beautiful Ebony.
I don't think she's warm enough. Okay. Turn it off and go get the blow dryer, please. Turn it off.